Good everyone, my name is Graphics. Today we want to solve a problem in link mechanism where the problem is stated. It says figure 1 shows a link mechanism of a machine part. Draw the locus of a point K along the slide AB. Now, when you are dealing with link mechanism, the first thing you need to draw is the crank. Now you'll be wondering, where is the crank and what is the crank? The crank is the revolving part of the machine. I'll call it the motor, or a part connected to the motor that moves in a circular manner, either in clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now, if you look at the diagram closely, AO is the crank, right? And we are giving AO distance to be 35 millimeter. So I'm going to take my instrument. I will draw the vertical line this way, and I'm going to draw the horizontal line this way, right? Draw the horizontal line this way. You can see that. Let me take it up a little bit. Now, I'm going to take my meter rule. If you look closely, it said AO is 35. I'll take my meter rule. Let's show you properly. AO is what? Is 35. From 0 to 3.5. So I place it on the center. So this center where the two line meet is given to be my point O. Right? Now I'll place it at point O this way. Then I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to tick in the circle. That is my crank. Right? Now if you check closely, the vertical line where it connects here is at this point is given as what? As the point what? Point A. You can see that? Now the next thing we are going to do is that we are giving AB to be 70 millimeter, right? But before then, we have what is called the AB 70 millimeter. So what we're going to do, we're going to measure 70 millimeter from AB. So I'll take my meter rule. I'm going to measure AB to be 70 millimeter. So with my meter rule, I'll place it this way, and I'll measure AB to be 70. This is 70 that we have here, right? And I'll place it at point A. Since you say AB, I'll place it at point A, and I'm going to mark B. So where it cuts the horizontal line is given as what? My point B. So this is what? My B. That again. Now, we're now told that AK is given as what? 90. So AK is given to be what? 90. So I'm going to measure AK on my meter rule to be 90. This is 90 here. And I'll place it at A, and I'm going to slash anywhere around here to get my K. So one thing you need to know is that for me to get to K, A must pass through B. Is that okay now? That is one point you need to know. So I'm going to get to K, must pass through what? Through B. So from this point here, I'm going to draw my line that will pass through what? Through B. From here, here. So whatever is coming in should just be faint line. Because what is important here is just my what? My key. So that is distance of what? Of key. So AK is 90, AB is 70, right? So that's what we have here. So we're now told to look for the locus of the point K. So I can easily just, if I want to, since it is a symmetrical object, right? I can easily just draw a center line this way. That's the key. And I can do that on the vertical aspect too. So we'll proceed. Now, after we've drawn this, E is somewhere around, E is just this line. It doesn't have any limit. That is, OE is just the horizontal line that we have here. So we proceed. Now, the next stage is for we to divide this circle into 12. Now, I'll take my compass. I'll take the radius of the circle. Or I'll not call it a circle, I'll call it the crank. I will strike the top. I'll come here also. I'll strike the top of the circle. I'll come to the center here, the top center here. I'll strike left and what? And right. So with the help of my rule, I'm going to draw my circle to pass through, my point to pass through the center of the circle. I'll pass through the center of the circle. Now you can see that. So in the question, they didn't really tell us if the crank is moving in clockwise or anti-clockwise. So I will just assume it is moving in a clockwise manner since we are not told. But if you are told, it's a different case. So I'll assume the crank is going in this manner. It's moving what? In this manner. It's coming like this. So it's coming like this. So if this is A, here will be A1. Here will be A2. Here will be A3. Here will be A4. We have A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, A10, A11, right? So that is the next stage you do. Now the next thing you do here again is to repeat the process for every point. You've done the process for point A, you're going to do the process for point A1, A2, A3 until you get back, you complete one revolution. So if I take this, we know that the first thing is AB, right? I'll put it at A, it is AB, I'll strike on the horizontal. Where you strike the horizontal, since here is B, here will be what? B1. And the next one is what? AK, right? I'll put it at A, I'll strike an arc. Now, I'm going to draw a line that will pass through B1. A1 will pass through B1 to get K. A1 will pass through B1 to get K. You can see that. But this time, it will be a faint line. You can see that? So this will now be K1. To be what? K1. This point will be K1. If I like, I can extend, but the extension doesn't really have any meaning, right? So if I like, I can extend, but this is K and this is what? K1. I'll come again, repeat the same process. I'll come from the same distance of A to what? To B, right? I'll come to A2. I'll mark along the line, right? Where it cuts will be my what? My B2. Now, the same distance of what? Of AK, right? I'll come to A2. I'll strike an arc. So my A2 will pass through my B2 to get K2. This way. Can see that? So this point here is what? My K2. I'll repeat again. The radius of AB, I'll place it at what? At A3, I'll mark. Where it cuts the horizontal line will be B3, right? Now, my A3 will pass, I'll take my compass, U for AK, can see that? And I'll place it at what? A3, where it cuts the horizontal line passing through B will be my what? It's passing through what? B will be my what? My K3. I'll come again with the radius of what? AB, right? I'll come to A4. I'm going to strike an arc to cut the horizontal. Where this arc cuts the horizontal at this point, that will be what? My B4. Now my A4 will pass, I'll take my compass, measure AK, place it at A4, I'll strike an arc. Now the arc should pass through B4. The arc should pass through B4. This is B4 here. The line should pass through B4. So where the line cuts the horizontal, cuts this arc, will be my K4. I'll do the same thing. I'll take my compass, AB again. I'll come to A5. I'll strike an arc. Where it cuts here will be my B5. So take my compass, still AK again. I'll come to A5. I'll strike an arc. So my line will pass through B5 in order for me to get K5. Right? So from here, I'm having this. Is that taken? So at this point, this will be my K5. Now, I'll do the same thing again with the radius of AB again. I'll come to A6. I'll strike an arc to cut the horizontal. So this point, same as B, will be my B6. Now, with the radius of AK, I'll place it at A6. I'll strike an arc. So drawing a line from A6 passing through B6, will be my what? My K6, right? That is A6 passing through B6. Now the next one, I'll come again from AB, right? Place it at A7. I'll cut the horizontal. Where it cut the horizontal will be B7. Now, with the same radius, AK, I'll come to A7. I'll strike an arc this way. Then, drawing a line passing through B7 from A7 to get K7 this way. You can see that. That will be my what? My K7. I'll come again. I'll do the same thing. Radius AB, right? Come to A8. Strike an arc to cut the horizontal. Where it cuts will be the B8, right? Now with AK, with just AK, I'll come to A8. I'll strike an arc this way. So draw a line that will pass through B8 from A8 to get my K8. So this point here will be what? My K8. From here to this point here will be what? My K8. Is that taken? I said A8 and what? K8. Now I'll do the same thing from AB again, same process. I'll come to A9. I'll cut the horizontal. Where it cuts the horizontal here will be my B9. Then I'll use the A8, the AK, place it at A9, strike an arc. Be very careful. So this is my arc here. So where the line will pass through A9, to get to that point, which is this point here. It passes through B9. That will be my what? My K9. I'll come again, do the same thing from AB, right? Place it at A10, strike an arc to cut the horizontal. So at this point here will be my B10. Then take radius of AK, place it at A10, strike an arc. So the line will pass through B10 to give me what I want. So passing through B10 from A10, right? So this is what we have here. To that point where it reach, which is this point here, will be my what? My K10. Now I'll come again. You need to do it one at a time. I'll come AB again, place it at A11 to get B11 on the horizontal, the same point as B7, that's B11, right? So I'll take from AK, put up A11, strike an arc this way. So when the line from A11 passes through B11 to cut that arc, we'll get my K11. And this is the arc here. This is the arc here, Abby? Right. So that is the arc there. So we'll call it the K11. Then the last but not the least, AB and B. That's AB, radius AB, put it at A11, strike an arc. It's cutting, AA. So we are done, right? We're already done. So interesting that I forgot myself. So let's move forward. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to draw the locus. So joining all these K together will be the locus of the point K. So that will be the help of what? My French curve. So if I take my French curve, I'll place it. At least just join any 3 points. Let me take from here any 3 points. Let me see. You move it until you get 3 points that are meeting. I believe these 3 are meeting. Can you see that? Then what I used to do this, come here also. These 3 points. This, and then this. I have this. I see that. Then I'm going to connect this together this way from here. So when I do that to this point, you move it until you connect. Just join this to this. You move it until you get something reasonable. Then I believe I can actually connect this too. Then connect this too. Just come here. I need to connect from here to this point. I will come here. We have key here. The key is at this point. Okay, now let's move this to here. Then here. And easily move this key 9 here. Then the next one is also join this man here. So this is what we have. So what you just see here is what we call the locus of K. So if you have found this video interesting and helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, and click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.